we had the provincial budget handed down just after 4 o'clock this afternoon. The big story, at least as far as individuals are concerned, has to do with a $500 non-refundable tax credit. I want to make sure I got this right. And that's supposed to be automatic. So what does that mean? Nick MORAITIS is an accountant, a tax attorney over at Fuller Landau. He's on the line right now. Nick, thanks for being here. Let's just kind of, this is really the big item here in terms of individuals. How does this work?
So, yeah, it's pretty much the only thing for individuals. Those with student loans, I think there's an interest holiday for 22-23. Those with septic tank systems and the cabans up north, there's a credit, I think, coming in to fix it. But essentially, what the $500 is you have to file a personal income tax return for 2021. Otherwise, you don't get it, even if you do qualify. So that's step one. If you made less than $100,000 of taxable income, so this is income after any RRSP contributions in 2021, the Quebec computer system is supposed to add $500 refund or reduce what you owe and do it automatically. So I guess this is when they start assessing your tax returns shortly after you file it. So it's all supposed to be automatic. 18 years and older, you have to be, live in Quebec, a citizen or permanent resident. And if your income is in excess of $100,000, they reduce it between $100,000 and $105,000. And then if you made over $105,000, you don't get it. So, but that's it's basically
there's a window.
$3.2 billion, $3.8 billion coming back to Canada.
Wait a second. There's a window for $5,000, and that's it?
Yeah,
That's so weird.
You know, think of it. If you're 99,900, you get $500. But if you're 100,001, you don't. So it's a little bit unfair, I guess. So they give it a bit, and you can have fluctuations of your income. You got a bonus. You've been working overtime if you're in the public sector and you're trying to handle COVID. So there's a $5,000 if you want gray zone that the $500 gets reduced until zero.
Okay,
now,
lots of people.
We've been getting this question a lot, Nick.
Lots of people wanting to know: is it the $500 per household or per person? It's per person.
Per person.
Okay,
so,
and then
and it appears that there's no household limitation. So if you're both at $99,900, you each get $500 from what I'm reading. They do mention it's taxable income, which I think I mentioned. So if you reduce, if your income is over 100, but you paid into your RSP and got down below, you should qualify. And again, it's automatic. There's nothing. It's already sealed whether or not you're getting it or not. You must file an income tax return, though. So
what happens, Nick, if you've already filed your income taxes? A lot of people asking that.
It's supposed to be automatic. So the instructions are being going out now. So if you've already filed it, first of all, great. Secondly, the computer system is supposed to pick this up and add the extra $500. Now, if you've already been assessed, I suspect you'll be getting a new assessment with the $500 because the announcement just came out now. Okay. So it seems to be, and if by any chance you haven't gotten it, then you're going to be on the phone call to Quebec and saying, "Where's my $500?"
By the way, if you file jointly, what does that change? Anything?
No, we don't file jointly, so nothing happens. Each individual is filing separately. You don't file. Now, if you have a spouse who has no income, good point. You have a spouse who has no income, and in the past you don't bother filing for the spouse. You may want to reconsider and have the spouse file and perhaps get the second $500. They're silent in their documentation because many times with Quebec and with the federal as well, if there's any tax credit that they're giving people, if you don't file a tax return because your income is zero, let's say you're a stay-at-home parent, and you don't file, you miss out on these credits. So the question is file. Yes, it costs money to file, but if there's a tax credit out there that you're entitled to because your income is zero or very close to it, you may qualify. And here's $500 that you may qualify. So file your income tax returns.
Okay, and again, if you have a spouse, as you just said, and that person is not making money, even if it's zero, go ahead and file. You may still get that $500.
You should get the $500 because it doesn't say that you have to make more than something.
Just less than,
before you get it. Yeah, that's about it.
Interesting.
So it's a short call today.
Yeah, but sometimes that's better, Nick.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate when the meter's running. Nick MORAITIS at Fuller Landau. Nick, thanks so much. All right, so there's what you got to do. It's automatic, as he said. So just make sure you file a return. If typically you don't, make sure you file it, even if you didn't make enough money to pay taxes. you're still getting $500 back. And remember, this applies to over 6 million Quebecers, right? It's costing the government $3 billion to get this done.
3.2.
So file.